Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Tuesday, the 3rd of December. We are using our Luke's Gospel Advent calendar, and so today being the 3rd day of December, the 3rd day of Advent, we read the third chapter of the Gospel. And in it, Luke looks at the ministry of John the Baptist, how he came preaching about the coming of the kingdom, calling people to prepare themselves, baptizing them and telling them to walk more closely with God. And then in verse 15 we read, the people were waiting expectantly and were all wondering in their hearts if John might possibly be the Messiah. And so they ask him, and John is quite clear, I'm not the Messiah. The Messiah is coming after me. I'm not even fit to untie his shoelaces. That's what he's going to be like. And he's coming. And he points people to Jesus. And as I read that, it got me wondering about how expectant we are. The people, we told, were waiting expectantly. What are we expecting? And as we head towards Christmas, we ought to be expecting the second coming. We ought to be expecting Jesus to come again in glory. And he will do that. But I suspect that many of us are just expecting Christmas to happen, that we will get to Christmas, we'll do this normal carols and Christmas lunch and gifts and family and all those things, and life will continue, which it may well, but we ought to be expectant, we ought to be waiting and anticipating so much more from Jesus. And whether he comes before Christmas or next week, Tuesday, or whether he comes in 2,000 years' time, doesn't really matter. The people were expectant, and John said, no, I'm not the Messiah. The Messiah hasn't come yet. He's still coming. And we can be expectant and be full of anticipation and excitement, waiting for the glory that will be revealed when Jesus steps back onto the pages of history, back into our time and draws us all into his eternity. What a glorious future. And we should be excited about it. And I believe that as we're excited about that, that should spread, and we should have this hope and anticipation which will infect the world. And people will be able to look to us and say, what is it that you've got? And we can say, we know where we're going. We know what is coming. Where there's this great future, and it's open to all of us. That's the true story of Christmas. So I pray that you will be expectant, waiting for God to do something, waiting for God to work through us. And as we do that, that we would be a point of hope to the people round about us, and that our expectation and excitement and joy and anticipation will become infectious, and the glory of God will spread. So be encouraged with that thought, be challenged, and know that we are truly blessed. And then just a little note, part of the same old of Christmas is that I go down regularly each year to do a carol service down in the Mpumalanga Lowveld. So I'll be away for the next 3 days, and the next Midday Mull will be next week, Monday. Be blessed.